This week on 90 Day Fiancé, Sims 4 edition. Has finished cooking. Oh no! Elise! No, we're at episode 1, no ma'am. He wants to ask Amelia if she a time traveler. But she doesn't appreciate the accusation, so he's like, ooh, maybe I should leave. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for the new season of 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. So, if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the free things. We are starting this new season off with Elise Purcell. You met her in the cast build, and I am so excited to bring her story to you. Now, we are technically in before the 90 Days Sims 4 edition because Elise is not engaged yet. I want to show you who she's talking to, and I want to show you her home. This house was built by Harold Sims. I got it from the gallery, and all I had to change was the wallpaper on the outside just because I did not have that pack. She lives in Henford on Bagley. What I want you to see is this house over here. This house is on the gallery. You may have to click CC to see it, but I built this house. It belonged to Killian Brightwater and Raina Brightwater. You may remember them. Girl, not you went to sleep with a guest at your house. Elise, girl, get up. She's like, look, it's 10:48. I am tired. So I'm going to have her come go to the restroom. Raina don't. But yes, Raina, this is who I'm trying to show you. They are best friends, but apparently not good enough friends to be peeing in front of each other, and I don't blame them. Raina Brightwater had 2 daughters, her and Killian. Her husband passed not long ago, actually. One of her daughters was the star of season 5. So check season 5 out if you want to see Raina's daughter. And actually, let's look. These are her daughters, Kaylin and Risa, but Kaylin and Roman were the stars of season 5, and these are their 3 children, Rayella, Ray, and Kieran. I say they are best friends, but they just have 100% friendship, but they're about to become best friends right now. So I just wanted to show you the connection in the universe, because even though we are in some country living, so you know there's some space between you and your neighbors, this is Raina's closest neighbor, Elise, and that's how Elise has come to be in this world. Now, lately, she has been talking to her bestie, Raina, about a guy that she's been talking to online. She's showing her pictures right now, as a matter of fact, and she's saying, hey, I met this guy Justin, and he's a lot younger than me, but he wants me to move with him in Strangerville. But I don't know if I should take him seriously. I feel like I'm falling for him. And Raina's like, well, you should definitely go visit him at least. And she's like, but what about moving? And Raina's like, yeah, go visit first. Like, don't just move. And she's like, have you looked him up online, girl? And she's like, well, I tried, but I've never been the smartest person. Raina's like, don't say that about yourself. So let's look at her traits. She is a grandparent, romantic, proper, wise, a dance machine, and alluring. But I also want to show you her skills, because it really tells a lot about her personality. She's going to say goodbye to her friend Raina, and she is going to go to bed because she's really tired. But while she sleeps, normally I would pause, but we're not, because we definitely have some goals for this episode. This episode, I want you to see the inside of Elise's life. We will try to do week 1 of the Sims event, but I'm not going to be highlighting it, so I may even do some activities without making a big deal about it. We'll add it to the goal list, and then for the second half of our episode, we're going to go over to Justin Kraft, her online boyfriend, and we're going to see how he lives. I want you to really see how they live, how their family and friends, all of their life looks. Elise, while she sleeps, let's look at her traits. I'll zoom into them. We've got her as an excellent baker and cook. She is average at charisma and fishing. She is great at fitness, middle of the road for flower arranging, or is flower arrangement a 10 or 5? I think it's a 10. So she's middle of the road. Gardening, she's a 6. Gourmet cooking, great. So anything cooking you can see. She is a 4 in knitting, so that is something that she likes to do. She's even in the middle of the road of mixology. Elise was married young. She had 2 children, and then her husband divorced her and left. She didn't see him for a while, and then he passed away. That was the thing with him. But she went and saw counseling, got help. That was weird in that time, but now she's in her early 60s and she's ready to try again. Her romance is only a level 4, so to be in her age and have the ex-husband, that's kind of low, but we'll get into it. And her singing is high, and wellness. The reason she told her bestie that she wasn't the smartest is, look at her logic. She's a 1, and sometimes Raina's been coming over to work with her on some things, but we're going to talk more when she wakes up, so we'll be back. Elise is up. Normally, she gets up before 10 a.m. She's been sleeping late since she retired. Let's talk about where she retired from. She was on the culinary career track. Elise has brushed her teeth and gotten ready. And we'll go walls down the way I like to play. She was a dedicated line cook in the culinary career. She never got very high up. And some of those reasons are due to when she started off working and when she decided to really go for a career. So we did just check off the first thing. We will do the next thing is checking Emmett's social media profile. She usually gets up and watches the news, and then she usually gets online and chats with Justin in the mornings, just saying, hey, how are you? She could use her phone, but sometimes she prefers to use this old dinosaur of a computer. Elise is having a full retired life. She actually has been working on knitting. She keeps her grandchildren sometimes, but today she's going to go visit her grandchildren and her children. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get dressed. It has been pretty warm in Hemford on Bagley, so we'll change and let's travel to go see our son and his wife. We'll have to catch the train for that. She's hugging her grandson. This is her oldest grandchild, Irvin Purcell. They are so close to each other. She is going to ask him because, you know, kids are always on TV and more attuned to things. She's like, hey, do you know about a sim named Emmett? And he's like, yeah, I see him online. And she's like, really? He said, I haven't seen him in person, but I heard he actually hangs at the park because everybody's there. Really? Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door because apparently Irvin was outside playing. His parents seem to be here, so she's gonna show appreciation for them as well. Now let's go in. This is her son, Edwin, and she really, really loves Edwin a lot. They are listening to some very nice music, but she's asking her son how he's doing. Now, this is hard because he can get defensive, and I want to show you her and Irvin's relationship and what Irvin is like. Irvin is family oriented. He is cringe active, a music lover, and high maintenance, and this is what made him kind of get snippy with his mother. They actually have a permissive relationship, and that's the other part. She let Irvin get away with quite a bit as a child, and now sometimes he can be spoiled. She loves her daughter-in-law. She did ask her son Edwin about Emmett, and he said, I heard a loud bang, and maybe that's what you're looking for. This is her daughter-in-law. So we heard a park and a bang. This is her daughter-in-law, Prue. And she said she thought she saw somebody like that at the park. She just came from the park. We heard that Prue got a new job, so we are going to congratulate her. Her son met Prue. She really likes Prue a whole lot. Prue and her son have been married for a while. They talk. Prue had very heavy hearing loss. She is not deaf. You see she's wearing hearing aids, but without those hearing aids in both ears, it's very hard for her to hear things. With them, it's wonderful. Prue is the daughter-in-law of her heart. She really loves Prue. They are still getting to know each other, and that's because sometimes her son doesn't come over with Prue as much, but Prue does bring Irvin to stay with her quite often. She is going to take pictures because we did talk about her photography skill. What she first wants to do is give her grandson a gift because she wants to foster that in him, that he likes photography. And then she's going to take a picture of him as well. Wow, look at that pose. I like it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and snap that picture. And you can tell Irvin has quite a bit of personality. That's interesting because Irvin has a very interesting relationship with his mother, great relationship, but with his father, it is distant because his father is kind of a workaholic. They are in here dancing. They're getting on her son's nerves. Now, he is an entertainer, but he's at an opening act, but he takes that career super seriously. At least she's got another dance skill. Now, that's something that her and Justin, her boyfriend, bonded over, that she's a good dancer and he likes dancing. So her son is actually spouting memes. Everything's about entertainment for him. So what she's gonna do is very carefully give him a life lesson on family because his son has been complaining that he has not been spending time with him, and they're getting more and more distant, and she's getting distant with her son. So that's why she has to tread very carefully. He's looking like, I think Elise knows it's probably time to go. She is telling her daughter-in-law bye, and then she is gonna come over, to talk to her grandson who is tearing the house up at this point. We'll just tell him not to make a mess. So she snuck him a sweet treat, but then after sneaking him the treat, it's like, hey, don't make a mess. And she learned from her son, you got to do what you need to do because otherwise you have a spoiled kid. It's 5 p.m. She's gonna tell her grandson to clean up his mess, and then we're gonna travel. Elise is in Windenburg, so she's knocking on the door, and she's gonna go in, and her daughter is here. She just moved into this house, and Elise offered to give her some funds. You notice Elise has 43,000 simoleons, so a moderate amount but she by far is on a retiree's budget. She's pretty sure this place is cursed. We really need to get this out of the way. You can see all these irons, and I want to show you more out here. So I'm just gonna kind of put all these irons out here. Yeah, we're pretty sure that this house is cursed, and that's why her mother doesn't want her living here. But yeah, the history of this house. This house belonged to our season 5 Stars family, Roman Wu, when he was a child. And he had an evil aunt that took him in after a tragic accident. That was a result of a really bad storm. It was really bad, and he lost both of his parents as a result. People died here like as soon as her daughter moved in. There was a giant fire. I do not have footage of the first fire, but I do have footage of the second fire that immediately broke out. The 2 handy women that passed away as a result. I think maybe one man, one woman. I'm going to insert it here because, yeah, she had multiple handy people died. They are also who started the fires. What I want to do is let's go back in time because her daughter moved in less than a week ago, and I'm going to show you the second fire and I believe the first and second deaths. Yeah, that was quite dramatic. We are back, and you can see that Elise has her granddaughter. She's going to see if she needs a diaper change, which I don't think she does. And she's helping her daughter clean up because Roman's evil aunt was a slob. She was a slob. This house also has a mold trait, and she actually passed from mold. The mold had taken over. It took her over. She wants to chat with her grandson, who she just saw. She wants to flirt because she's been thinking about her man. I don't think I formally introduced them, but this is her daughter, Valerie Purcell. This is her granddaughter, Anya Purcell. So you can see that she is such a cutie. She's going to sneak her retreat too because that's what she likes to do. Now, it is way past Elise's bedtime, but her daughter is not the best cook. She gets really nervous about her cooking, especially in this cursed house. I want to show you her relationship with Valerie. Now, Valerie is beautiful, but she was a difficult child to love, but they have a supportive dynamic, and she is family-oriented, jealous, a grouch, a perfectionist, self-assured, and a foodie. That self-assuredness can turn into something bad when that grouch trait is combined with it. Elise has finished cooking. Oh no! Elise! No, we're at episode 1 now, ma'am. Get in the house. Get in the house. Now. Oh, she went down on one knee, y'all. I told y'all this house was cursed. She gave her grandbaby a sweet treat, but she is going to ask her daughter, let's just teach her an important lesson. She's going to say, Valerie, you have to move out of this house. And Valerie's like, no, mom, I don't want to hear it. She's turned away from her mom. She's like, you always do this, mom. You have to let me sink or swim. Valerie is stubborn. I mean, that's the best way to put it. She's stubborn. There's nothing more cursed than a house that you're talking about is cursed, and then you get struck by lightning. Elise is feeling really bad at this point in days. She is going to go home. We'll be back. Elise is up. She's going to take a shower. She actually got her $117 pension. She is on a modest fixed income. That's why it's very important for us to protect her savings. She actually wants to start a will at this point as well, but she is dancing in the bathroom, feeling very great today. She is going to send a flirty text to Justin. She worries about Justin, so let's talk about her and Justin. They have been talking for about 8 months now. She has wanted to go visit him. He has been stalling in her opinion, or she was worried about that, and that's a big concern for her. Looks like she needs another shower. She didn't get her hygiene full. Yeah, she's kind of worried about that, but he did video chat with her. She knows that he runs a compound, almost like a hostel type situation. Some people come and stay for a little while they're coming to see the oddities that are Strangerville. Like Strangerville has these oddity collections and things, weird things going on over there, just like Area 51. Some people come out just to see that. I think we're gonna go ahead and travel to the park while we talk about Justin. We'll be right back. We're at the lots of Hill and Gardens. This was a Max's bill, so it said to go to the Blossom, Magnolia Blossom. It still counts. You change the build here, it'll still count as going. So she is gonna come and see if we can introduce ourselves to Emmett, and I see him now. He's very futuristic. Elise is proper, so she's gonna come and introduce herself to him in a respectful manner. Let's talk about Justin. She knows he runs this compound. She thought that was different, but some people come short term, like I said, to see the Strangerville mysteries. Other people come and stay longer term, but the ones that have been there for a while, they have kids, things like that. She has met the adults on video chat. Sometimes they come through because there is like a communal cooking space, a lot of communal things. You can do yoga, gardening. The biggest thing that bothers Elise about Justin is their age gap is about 17, 18 years, and she wonders if he's truly interested in her. So let's Let's ask Emmett about these missing items. I've been exploring the past where we come from. So he's been time traveling. I give him a lesson on love. And since he's time traveling, let's ask him questions about technology. It's been quite an adventure in simulation. However, I have noticed some ripples in my travel and have suspicions that items through time might have gone missing. Have you or anyone else noticed anything out of place? I haven't, but Elise is willing to ask people about it, and we could start with this sim right here. And we'll say, hey, have you seen any missing items? We'll ask this sim as well, because that'll be two sims that are just right here in the park. Elise is definitely willing to help out. He looks like a blast from the future past, like a combo. Let's invite our friend over, Raina. Yeah, we got a grill right here. We can grill fruit cobbler. She's going to go ahead and grill some potatoes. This park is beautiful. Let me do a pan over. She's gonna grill. I think this is Raina. I see her cute self over here now. We'll ask her. That's our bestie. So if she's seen missing items, she'll surely tell us. Oh, these are like loaded baked potatoes, I do think. We completed the quest. Emmett's appearance seems to have drawn you into a mystery of missing items from the past, and it became clear that other sims had also noticed similar disappearances in the present. As the mystery of missing items deepens, your sim keeps searching for answers. With each missing item, their anxiety grows. What could truly be happening? Continue the Missing Clues quest to uncover these mysteries and more. I've said this before. What I really like about these quests is that any sim can do it in any save out, and it counts. So she's going to call people to the meal. Raina's going to come over, and she's going to eat her loaded baked potato. She is pretty hungry. Oh, look at the chives in there. Goodness gracious. She's been sad. Let's see if we can console her. She's missing her husband because he passed. I can see the sadness in her eyes. So can her bestie, Elise. She's gonna hug Raina. Elise was really the first person that Raina truly connected with and heard from on Bagley. It did not happen during the season. It took time of her being the local doctor. She just wanted to invite her out to really cheer her up and let her know that things are gonna be okay. She's talking about money like, girl, I got a whole bunch of money when my husband died, but I miss him. He was a big guy, but a sweetheart. He was a gentle giant. At least it's gonna go home because it's getting kind of late. We've got a couple more things to do with Elise. We'll be back. Elise is going to go in the house because she has no desire to get struck by lightning again. We need to pay our bills because our bills are 349 simoleons. To refresh our memory, we have to play the Sims Archives. I think we can see pretty good right here. This is definitely Sims 1. I can see the cages that you dance in. So as a side note, I played The Sims starting in 2000. The Sims 1, I was in high school. So yeah, I'm wondering what all is missing, but she's completed that and find a time capsule. Now, Lisa's in Oasis Springs, and normally she would not have left back out. However, Justin said that he was going to be in Oasis Springs, which is nearby. Strangerville is very far from her. She can ride the train to Oasis Springs, so came out here to meet him, and he's not here, but he did video call and said he is so sorry that plans changed. She's smiling, but she's thinking, oh my gosh, that is so weird that he would do that, right? And I agree, that's strange, but while we're here, we could try to find the special time capsule that we need to look for. I'm going to go through Elise's eyes as we run because I do see a rock with crystals right here. We could dig and see what we find. We need to open this time capsule. We got to read the IOU. If you're reading this, I don't have time to explain everything. Let's just say I needed to borrow some things for now. Catch you later or earlier. I also want to show y'all that Elise is definitely crying because Justin didn't show up. In her mind, he stood her up. So she's going to go back home. Even though it's late, Elise is going to invite Emmett over because she needs to tell him what's going on before we can go and hang out with Justin. She's like, come outside. I don't know you like that. And let me tell you about this time capsule. She told him about it and what was in it. And he said, I see. Yes, it's starting to make all sense now. To make all sense now. A thief is taking the missing items, but why and who? I can't help but wonder if that time traveling thief is here and in this time right now. At this point, we are going to ask him to leave and we're going to offer him some wisdom as we do it. And we're going to switch over to Justin. We'll be right back. We are here with Justin and he is pretty tired, but he talked to Elise today and he really did think about meeting her, but he really decided that he couldn't meet her just yet. He wasn't quite ready. He's ready to see her, but not quite yet. This is Aubrey Shelby. This is her son, Jameson Shelby. They are staying here on the compound. This is Justin. He really shouldn't be outside dressed like this. This is a shared kitchen space. Now, Aubrey is a good cook. She's getting a little hungry. Her son is hungry. Some of the other kids are hungry, so she's gonna come and make some steamed fish. The other lady that lives in the compound, Amelia, she is asleep over here. Oh gosh, with her eyes wide open and blinking. These are her children. Oh, she's sleeping. This is Brittany Duff. We've got Hadley Duff. This is the baby boy. He's gonna go to sleep, but it's fine. His mom's gonna cook and then she'll just get him up. This is the thing about communal living. You share a lot of time together. It looks like, I didn't know this, Amelia is under the influence of a voodoo doll. Justin, he really needs to change because the kids are gonna be coming over here to eat as well. It's just not appropriate for him to be walking around half naked, but Justin is a little different. He really likes Elise. He knows that she has concerns because she is older than him, but it's not something that he has been concerned with. He wanted to meet her, but as is typical on 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition, he has a secret that he hasn't told her. He didn't want to come because he didn't want to tell her then. You also will notice that this compound is almost entirely glass, but let me go walls up to show you the only area of privacy. This is Justin's room, and this is the bathroom in the main house, and we have a third area of privacy, the children's bathroom. You see it's curtains on the glass side, but this side is walled in because we want to be careful with children, of course, and always. But you can see where the women tend to sleep, there's a glass bathroom, and that's just kind of how this compound is. Now, if there were other men, when they come through, they can sleep on the couch here. So I'm gonna like to sleep in the women's quarters if they don't mind. Justin set it up like this because he felt like it was a safer option since you don't know all the guests. When it's a long-term person like Amelia and Aubrey, then you really get to know them. You get to eat together. Oh my gosh, Amelia and Aubrey are attracted to each other. Okay. But yeah, you get to know each other really well. The children that belong to them have been here. You know that Aubrey and Amelia are really good Sims. Like, they're not out to hurt anybody or anything weird. Your mommy's gonna put you to bed, little Jameson. Aubrey is going to put Jameson to bed, but we know they're good Sims. But remember I said it operates like a hostel too. People want to come out and they want to look at the rocks here. They want to search for clues to the Strangerville mystery. We are close to town but out, so it's a good place to stay for cheap. I mean, he's charging $30 a night. You can't get a hotel or motel for that price around here. Justin wants to keep in mind that he doesn't know some of the Sims. He wants the children to be safe, so he feels like it's kind of best to put them by themselves because then we can lock the door except for their mothers or any caretaker that's in their life, and they don't have to worry about strangers. We're gonna be right back when Justin wakes up. Justin is waking up, and the first thing that he always does is do a flirty call with Elise after he gets ready for his day because he wants to woo her, and he wants her to know that being younger doesn't mean he does not want to be with her. He does not want her because he does. Justin is really flirting with Elise. Also, he needs to go do some things. One thing is, Strangerville has some weird mysteries, but Justin, he wants to ask Amelia, is she a time traveler? He's actually more accusatory, but she's like, no. But she doesn't appreciate the accusation, so he's like, ooh, maybe I should leave. Aubrey didn't like that he was bullying. Now, she's in her underwear, honey, but she did not like that Justin was bullying. He's gonna accuse her. Maybe you're the time traveler. It's getting turned into beef, so he might want to try to get out of here soon. But Justin, he is gonna come over and eat, and I'll be playing all the Sims because they all live in this household for now. Justin is eating, and he's thinking that he has to go ahead and get Elise to visit. He doesn't have the most money, but he does have some. Once he eats, we're gonna take a quick shower so we can ponder time travel. Amelia's gonna clean up. Intuition drove the discovery of the time capsule and note inside. Emma believes the missing items are because of a time traveling thief, which is a lot to absorb. If time travel is indeed real, there must be a way to uncover its secrets. I think that's all we can do with that right now, and that's great. Aubrey's gonna come out and host a guided meditation because this is what she's really good at. I don't know if anybody's coming out here though. She has to take the stuff with her. And then Amelia is gonna paint. That's what she's very good at. And we are going to serve up lunch. She's gonna make some fish tacos for when the kids get home. Our toddler is still sleeping. He is very tired. But these are ways they make simoleons. Justin is on the slip and slide, honey, while the kids are gone to school, so he doesn't have to worry about them taking over. While he's doing his trick slides, he's gonna go ahead and call Elise because he wants her to come over. He's gonna do it as a video call, and he's like, hey, hun, are you ready to come visit me and stay? I can get you all the information and get you a plane ticket. I got a drawer stay for you or your own room if you like, because Elise quickly told him, wait a minute, I did not say I was sleeping there. And so they are agreeing that she will come this weekend. So next episode, Elise will be here for her stay over. She is clear that she didn't say she's going to be sharing a bed or any of that. It's been so hot that it kills all the plants here. So Justin is going to get the community garden started back since they burnt up last time. And we'll plant our oversized crops here. We've got foxes out here in the desert. Justin realizes that he's gonna eventually have to trust her with the secret because he really wants to make a future with her. Whether she knows it or not, he is actually serious about her. So next episode will be all about Elise's first visit to the commune compound to see Justin for the first time. Oh, and so this is where we're going to leave the episode. It's obviously some tension in the compound. So I hope you enjoyed this setup episode. We had to do a little world building for storytelling purposes. But until next time, remember, keep swimming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye-bye.